set.
Let's roll.
Let's roll. Ready, set, let's roll. Ready, set, let's ride. Get your little fine ass on the step, shimmy up inside. Slide, girl, by my side, girl. Yeah, we can run this town. I can rock your world. We can roll them down, pop them up, cruise around.
Hey, good morning, everybody on the Fan Sports Network inside the Findlay Hyundai Studios. Hey, just a reminder, they're still doing the food drive all month long into September. If you stop by, donate, they're stocking the pantry for Neighborhood Connection. They're going to hook you up with concert tickets out there at Sand Hollow, October, the first weekend in October. Saving Abel, POD, Uncle Cracker. So any donations, Capri Suns, fruit snacks, anything they can pack for lunches and send home for the kids in Washington County that need food. So go take advantage of that. They're going to give you a 3-day concert ticket for donating at Findlay Hyundai on the saving side of the freeway. As promised, Big Max Christensen joining us in studio moments before he's taken off with the Trailblazers out to Bozeman, Montana, as they take on the number 3 team in the country in the season opener. Big Max, I just got to lead with excitement level for you. It's senior year.
Yes, sir.
It's make or break time. You guys made a giant step forward last year with winning 3 of the 4 final games of the season and hanging some points on BYU.
Yeah.
How do you keep that momentum rolling into one of the best FCS teams in the country, a team that didn't lose at home last year, a team that went all the way to the FCS semifinals last year, and has a lot of talent coming back?
Yes, a lot of talent coming back, and they didn't play a lot of close games last year either. I mean, they're a big-time ground and pound team, very talented team. You know, Tommy Malott, his nickname up there in the state of Montana is Touchdown Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tells you all you need to know about their quarterback. Okay, they had, again, a lot of great talent, a lot of great pieces. We just have to be able to play really well, right? Play really technically sound and just be tough, right? Because the one thing they do is they don't get out-toughed at the very least, right?
So you got to match the physicality.
Absolutely. Match the physicality. Me being in the trenches with my guys, we have to play the best game that we've ever played and just be able to hang in there. And again, be tough, be technically sound, know that, hey, Tommy's the focal point of their offense, so we have to be able to contain him not only in the pocket, but also in the run game. They play a really good 2-quarterback system with him and Sean Chambers when he comes in the football game, and they have a really unique offense from that standpoint. We're really looking forward to being on the field with those guys.
How's chemistry? How did fall camp go to this point compared to last year? What's different? I mean, some new coaches, obviously lost some players in the portal, but you got some new guys that came in the portal as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. I think our chemistry during this fall camp is the best that it's been since I've been here, right? This is year 3 for me, coming from a junior college, transferring from Snow College down here. This has been the best fall camp that I've had at Utah Tech since getting here. I think us up front as a D-line are the most connected that we've ever been.
Really?
I feel like the offense has a really good rhythm and flow. We got some good pieces there on offense, adding Ronnie Walker at running back from University of Virginia, trying to replace Quali Conley, who had a pretty good game against USC the other night. So it was really fun and cool to see him play. And just being able to replace some of those pieces. Ricky Johnson's back on the outside of wide receiver. Cyrus Webster's the UAC preseason defensive player of the year at defensive end. We got a lot of good, Will Leota's back at linebacker. He's our captain. We have a lot of really good pieces that we're able to come back. And then, like you said, add a couple in the portal, gain some of that chemistry during the last 3 weeks of fall camp. It's been pretty good, pretty fluid.
And Max, I wanted to ask you, I know you don't get to talk too much about the offense because you're mostly focused on the defense.
Yeah.
However, you do get to go against that offensive line every day. They have a lot of returners. You're looking at Kanai Eldridge, Ty Hyde, Bio Kanike, Davidson. A lot of these guys have been in that locker room for a while. What can you say as far as this offensive line? Does it seem like now it's starting to become a strength of this team and something that they can lean upon? And what have you seen so far in camp?
Yeah, I think they're really gelling just because they've played together now for a couple years, right? You got Bio and Ty Hyde playing next to each other, and those guys have their best friends off the field, and so they have a lot of really good chemistry. Kanai Eldridge at center is one of our captains, kind of like Will and Cyrus on the defensive side of the football, and then you're adding, Alex Foster's coming back at left tackle, and then you're adding a new guy in there at striker Rashid I think he's a sophomore. But he's a really, really good, talented young kid as well who's just continuing to get better every single day. That was the most impressive thing about fall camp, was seeing Stryker constantly improve and get better at the inside guard position. And so it was just really cool to see him do those things.
Yeah, he went to Weaver High. He came up from almost your neck of the country where you prepped up in Cache Valley.
For sure.
6'5", about 270, isn't Stryker pretty good? And he's got some more room to put some more weight on the bones, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Are you switching numbers to 48 this year?
I am, yes.
You switch numbers every year?
Every single year.
What's the story behind that? You get scraps? You're a senior. senior. You should pick whatever. You want to wear number 5, number 7. If you want a single-digit number, you should have been able to do that.
I know. So let me tell you this. So one is, even this is going back to Snow College, I have now officially, this is my 5th year playing college football because of COVID and things like that. I have now officially worn 5 different numbers every single year. I was 88 my first year at Snow, then 18, and then down here 44, 46, and now 48. And ironically, I didn't mean to jump, 2 every year, but my thing was every single year I've ever played football, I've either had a number with a 4 or an 8 in it. This is going back to my first year ever playing in 4th grade. Okay. So I was thinking, and I've already worn 84. Okay. That was my little league number for my 5 years playing.
Yeah, then you got big, and they said you can't wear that number anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Couldn't be Randy Moss anymore, huh?
Yeah. I know.
We all get there.
Yep, exactly. And so me, valuing the number 8 and the number 4, I was like, okay, for my senior year, last year I was playing football, let me add both those numbers in. I've already been 84, so let me go to 48. Ironically, I wasn't planning on being 46 last year because I started the year out at 44. And then, Jersey got ripped in half against Weber State and had to switch numbers for the rest of the season. And so, ironically, I went 44, 46, 48 down here at Utah Tech. But, yeah, finishing out with 48, just kind of, it's really symbolic for me to have because it's always either been a 4 or an 8. So why not have both numbers in for the last one?
And Max, you guys do lose Justin Kirkland to Oklahoma State, but you talked about the chemistry returning 3 starters along the defensive line. It's the most seasoned and experienced unit on the defense probably. But talk about the linebackers and the secondary. You're losing a lot of pieces in the linebacking core. Malaki to graduation, Kajan Smith-McGrevich, a Trace Tupe, a lot of guys in the linebacking core, and Tyrell Grayson, most notably in the secondary. Are we going to see a lot of new faces? Or are we going to see a lot of guys that were on the team last year that just didn't get a lot of reps?
Yeah, no, you're going to see some familiar faces, some new faces. I think we had a couple true freshmen who are really going to contribute and be very good for us.
Scooter.
Yes, Scooter is
one
one
of
of
good things about Scooter Jackson on the cornerback position.
Love to hear freshmen
Absolutely.
playing early. That's awesome.
Yes, and it's not because we lack depth. It's because they are very talented and very good and very skilled. Just speaking on Justin, I am so excited for that guy. Okay, me and Justin, we were best friends when he was here. We still talk. We FaceTime almost every day. We talk almost every day. If we're not FaceTiming, we're texting. And he's going to start game 1 at nose tackle at Oklahoma State. He is slated to be their starter and to roll with those guys. He's the heaviest guy on their roster right now. Okay, he's 6'4", 346.
Wow.
Okay, but lining up at a true nose tackle, they're playing a 3-3-5, so he fits the mold of what they want to do in the Big 12 this season. So I'm so excited for Justin and what he's going to be able to do at Oklahoma State.
Yeah, which is awesome to hear you say that because I know you were kind of crushed when he decided to leave.
Absolutely. Yeah, I was the first one he told when he said he was going to jump in the transfer portal, and so we talked about that for a while. But yeah, he's still one of my best friends to this day, and I'm so excited to watch this season. When it comes to linebackers, like I said, Will Leota's coming back at the linebacker spot. He's one of our captains this year. And then Jared Fotu is going to play next to him. If you recognize the last name Fotu, his older brother Isaac Fotu played defensive end for us. And so, I mean, I don't know if there's a football team in the state of Utah that doesn't have a Fotu on the roster, right? So the bloodline for football runs deep. He's doing really well. We have some freshmen that we're going to add in. We had a couple guys who were injured for a lot of the season last year who were starters on the back end of our defense who are going to come in and start or contribute a lot. And so, I think there's going to be some rotating pieces on the back end as we figure that out the first couple games, but it's not because of a lack of talent. It's because we have so many guys who can contribute and play.
It sounds like Coach Peterson is sticking to the script that he's going to give both guys an opportunity at quarterback, Kobe Tracy and Boone Abbott, to play. I'm hearing, and from what I've seen the couple times I've been down to fall camp, one day one looks really good. The next day the other one outshines the other one, and it's kind of a back and forth deal to where I think Coach Pete wants to both give him some reps in the game and then go with the hot hand after that. Is that kind of the plan still, is what you've seen from practice this week in preparations for that first game of the season?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm not sure because we handle so much stuff on the defense side of the football, but I will say this. We trust both of them. Both of them had a really good fall camp. Both of them have looked really good, really consistent. And so, I think giving both of them an opportunity is not a bad idea at all. Yeah. And then kind of just ride with the hot hand. Both of them played last year and looked pretty good. The only problem is both of them suffered season-ending injuries, right? And so both of them, didn't really get a huge opportunity to play, but when they did, they looked good and they played well. And so I think, banking on both of these guys and kind of seeing who can have the hot hand, especially going against a great team like Montana State, isn't a bad idea.
What's the mindset of you and your teammates going up there to Bozeman? I mean, you guys are planning on going up there and giving them hell and winning that game is what I would imagine. But is everybody? I mean, it's such a grind through spring, summer, and now fall camp. I mean, you guys got to be just licking your chops to hit somebody with a different colored jersey on.
Absolutely, yes, and we're excited too because again, it's the Gold Rush, a sold out game. What else is there to do in Bozeman, Montana on a Saturday than to go to a football game and support your Bobcats, right? So we know they love football. We know they are very passionate. You know, I had a buddy who he played defensive line last year at Weber State. Shad Pulsfer, he's a Dixie kid.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, played here at Dixie High School, and they had to go play up in Montana twice against the Bobcats. So he's been telling me all week, hey, this is what it is. This is the environment. It is hectic. It is loud. It is crazy. Luckily, we don't have to go play up there in the cold.
Yeah, you won't get hit by a snowball, I don't think, this weekend. It'll be snowing. That's the only bright side.
Absolutely, because they had 2 cold weather games up there.
I was going to say, you might get a couple cold ones chucked at the car, though. I've heard they have a nice little greeting when the buses drive in there.
He was actually telling me about that a couple days ago, how you just to enter the stadium, you got to roll through all the tailgaters and everything like
Hopefully
that.
you're getting a police escort.
Yes, let's hope so. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'll be an amazing environment. And like you said, just being able to line up and play against somebody who's in a different color jersey, who you don't know super well, who doesn't know you super well, I think will just be a great experience. And you know, no matter the outcome, it'll be a really good learning experience for us to be able to grow through the rest of our season playing such a great team game 1.
Yeah, Max will join us throughout the season. I know you got to run, but give me some love, Sugar.
Yes, sir, my man.
Next week, home opener against Montana, so it doesn't get home too much easier. They're number 14 in the country.
Yep.
So anybody, anywhere, anytime. We've heard Coach Pete say that time and time again.
Absolutely.
Buddy, great to see you. Have a safe trip. Have a great game. Watch for whatever number, 48, Big Max on TV as they play Montana State this weekend. Of course, listen to the game right here on the Fan Sports Network. 5 o'clock pregame show, 6 o'clock kickoff this Saturday. Get this season and this party started. Max, we'll see you later.
See you guys.
We'll take the break. We'll be back on the drive on the Fan Sports Network. We got lots to get to right after this.